Hi everybody, so today we're going to be talking about linear equations. Linear equations have variables in them. A variable is a symbol represented by an unknown number. It's usually represented by a letter. Like here, x is the variable, here m is the variable, and so on. Just the letter in the math problem is the variable. It's kind of like a missing puzzle piece to a math problem. A math expression is a math phrase. It has no equal sign and the variable can change. A math equation is a math sentence. It has an equal sign and the variable has an answer. So today, like looking at these, based on what I just told you, we should be able to look at these problems and say if they are expressions or equations. So we said expressions do not have an equal sign, and then we said equations do have the equal sign, so we have to figure out the variable. So looking at this one, the x plus 7, does that look like an expression or an equation? Very good. It is an expression. Can y'all tell me why? Good. It has no equal sign. So x plus 7 is an expression. What about 3m? Whenever it is a number with the variable, we know that it's multiplication. So there is no equal sign. So again, it is an expression. What about this one? X plus 7 equals 11. It has an equal sign, so that tells us it's an equation. Very good. Okay, x plus 9 equals 15. Do y'all think that is an expression or an equation? Good. Okay, same with this one. We see the equal sign. We see an equal sign as well as on number 8. So x plus 7. We said that the variable can change, so you can do x as whatever you want. So what would y'all like to do it as? You can do 1, 1,000. Okay, so 1,000. So let's do x equals 1,000. So we would have 1,000 plus 7, which equals 1,007. Okay, if we wanted to do x equals 1, it would be x equals 1, which would give us 1 plus 7, it would equal 8. That's a simple expression. You can plug whatever you want into x, and there's no right or wrong answer. So 3m, what would y'all want to plug in as y'all's variable, which is m? 100, okay. So we're gonna do m equal 100. So 3 times 100, it's gonna give us 300. Again, this m can be whatever you want it to be. There's no right or wrong answer. So x plus 7 equals 11. So here is how we solve this linear equation. We are going to use a different marker so it'll help us or be able to see what we're doing. So whenever you are trying to find a variable, you're trying to isolate x. Okay, so x plus 7 equals 11. You're going to look at this problem. You're going to do the opposite operation that is being shown. So here we have x plus 7 equal 11. What is the opposite operation of addition? Very good, it's subtraction. So we are going to subtract 7 from this side, and what you do to the left side, you have to do to the right side. So there's that one. Okay, x, this cancels. Plus positive 7 minus a 7, it's going to give us 0. So that cancels. That is going to give us x by itself. What is 11 minus 7? Good, 4. That is our answer. X equals 4. Our variable equals 4 on this one. Okay, let's do the next one. X plus 9 equals 15. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is isolate our variable. We want x by itself. So how do we get x to be by itself? Good. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 9 from this side, and what we do to the left side, we have to do to the right side. So that would give us x. This cancels out. If we bring down the x equals 15 minus 9. What is that? Very good. X equals 6. Okay. Look at number 5. 6 plus x equals 13. You can subtract 6 because we want x by itself. So we're going to subtract this 6 from this side, and then we have to do the same to this side. This is going to cancel. We're going to bring down the x, and 13 minus 6 is what? Very good. X equals 7. Okay, is everybody getting that? Okay, this next one looks a little different, but it's the same thing. We just have our answer on the left side. So 5 equals a minus 8. What is the opposite operation that is being shown? Very good, it's addition. So we are going to add 8 to this side, and we have to do the same to the other side. So we're going to do that. This is going to cancel it out. We're going to bring the a down here, and this is going to be 8 plus 5 is 13. So 13 equals a. That's our answer. Okay, so this next one is a little tricky. I'm going to show you 2 ways to solve it because we have a kind of a negative variable. So here is the first way. You can do 2 ways to solve it. The first way is you can do, I cannot see. Okay, so you can add the x to this side, which you would have to add the x on this side also. So this would be 5 equals 12 plus x. We want the variable by itself, so we're going to subtract 12 from this side, and we would have to subtract 12 from that side also. So 5 minus 12 is a negative 7. So negative 7, and then we bring down, that cancels, we bring down our x, so negative 7 equals x. That's the answer. Another way that you can use to solve this is by flipping a negative x to this side, and it would make it positive. So we would have 12 plus with a positive x, and then we could flip the 12 to this side, which it would have to turn negative. So our new problem looks like negative 12 plus 5 equals x. Negative 12 plus 5, whenever you have a negative number and a positive, adding a positive number, you subtract. So it would be negative 7 equals x. Okay, and the fun thing about math is that, especially like these linear equations, you can take your x and you can plug it into here, and it should give you the same answer as your right side. So your left and right side has to match. So let's go back and see if we have the correct answers. So 4 plus 7 is 11. And that matches, so we know that that is correct. We said x equals 6 here. 6 plus 9 is 15. And that also matches, so we know we have the correct answer there. 7 was our x over here, so 7 plus 6 gives us 13. Just like there, we said 13 equals a. So we're going to plug 13 into here. 13 minus 8 is 5. Correct on the left side and correct on the same on the right side. And then our last one we said was -7. If we did 5 minus a -7, whenever you subtract, you leave that the same, you change that, and you do the opposite, which is the opposite of a -7 is a +7. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and that matches our right side. So that's how we know that all of these are correct. So it's fun because you can always check your work. If your answers are not matching up, that means that we did something wrong. We need to go back and figure out what's wrong because it's not the same. So that is our lesson for today. So if anybody has any questions, just come up and ask me.